I'm curious what you think is the most misunderstood or misinterpreted part of Revelation.
Ooh, most misinterpreted part. Well, I don't know if it's the most misinterpreted part, but it might be and it's actually an argument from silence in Revelation.
Okay.
I have heard any number of preachers over the years say that the rapture can be found in the book of Revelation. And just for those who might not know, the rapture is sort of a first coming of Jesus before his real second coming. That's kind of the idea. So it's a secret coming. You know, the rapture happens, and Christians are caught up with him in the air, and then most people who hold that view would say either 3.5 years later or 7 years later he's going to wrap the whole thing up. Okay. Those who espouse a rapture view, this sort of first partial coming of Jesus for his church, will argue that that happens in between Revelation chapter 3 and Revelation chapter 4.
Okay.
But of course, there is, because we have this scenario where John is writing two literal first century churches in chapter 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then in chapter 4, suddenly he's in heaven and he's seeing heavenly visions.
Okay.
And so the idea that's being presented for us there by those who would hold this view is that is suggestive that John has been raptured. But in fact, there just is no, the word is not found in Revelation.
Yeah.
The word rapture is not something that is taught in Revelation. This idea of a separate rapture event is pretty new in the doctrinal history of the church. It just wasn't. It wasn't ever a category that existed until the 1800s. A woman had a vision that there was going to be this separate rapture event. This got popularized by a couple of teachers, Schofield and Darby.
Yeah.
They wrote a Bible with notes that were written according to this particular perspective, and it really took off, particularly in the United States. Took off in America.
Yeah.
So I would say it's always a dangerous thing to make an argument from silence. And there is an argument from silence there for the rapture that I just don't see there. So that'd be my vote. You know, I'm sure others would say the disagreements over the millennium are one of those things that causes all sorts of problems. And I think overarching, again, the biggest issue that people have with Revelation is they think that it is a book that is meant to give us a roadmap to try and sort of check off boxes in order for us to know when Jesus is going to come back.
Yeah.
And I don't think that is primarily why it's written.
Okay.